Hello everyone, it is AD with Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading. So thank you guys so much for your patience. I mean, if you've been following me for a minute, you know I come and go. I always say I have moon in the 11th house, so I'm phasey as hell when it comes to the public eye. That has to be it. But yeah, I truly appreciate you hanging in there with me. Have family stuff to take care of. Nothing bad. But yeah, just my energy was elsewhere. But I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy that we're back. In today's pick a card, we are going to be looking into what good ass news is on the way. So this is literally good vibes only, no negative shiz, unless I absolutely have to. But I'm really coming in with the purest, the cleanest, the freshest energy to just deliver some good news between now and the end of the year. Or whenever this video finds you. So I want this to be time conscious. So I'm putting in a 3-month interval. So whenever this finds you, this will be happening within the next 3 months. But I'm really hoping for sooner rather than later, to be completely honest, for my sake, for the people that I love sake. We just need some good news, guys. So again, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh yeah, and a warning, if you're new to this channel, I'm loud. So please go ahead and use the volume button. I had an ugly comment say that I was too loud for this type of work, which baby, it made me feel a type of way. And so I was just like, but my first question was like, does this person not know how to use the volume button? So if I think about it, I'm gonna do a little bit of a warning for people who are new here that I am loud. I come from a theater background. I am used to projecting my voice. I like to be heard. That's just that on that. I'm not gonna change it anytime soon. I'm not like, what I'm saying? Like, it's me, it's who I am. So regardless, that's just what I have to say. And if that really annoys you and agitates you and I'm just too loud for your liking, then there's a crap ton of tarot readers. So I just might not be your girl, so that's how I feel about that. Just throwing that out there because people have been mad shady. Wow. Speaking of loud, I thought that they were gone. This is hilarious. So the people are doing the lawn outside, and I swore that they were done. He's literally at the window with the leaf blower. Excuse me. All right. So anyways, let's hop straight into it, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and hop straight into it. Where should I put these? We'll put these here. Can you see that? All right, awesome. So let's get into it. Hello, pile number 1. I am AD with Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading. So this is your Yu-Gi-Oh card. If you pick the Hazy Flame Hydra, okay, we are looking into what good ass news is on the motherfucking me way. You know what I'm saying? Like, what things do you have to look forward to? What things can you celebrate? This is a real positive vibes only, guys. They're doing the lawn outside. I thought that they were gone, but I already started, so we're in this thing. So if it gets a little loud, I apologize in advance. But let's go ahead and get into your reading. So right off the rip, off of this Yu-Gi-Oh card, let me make sure that it's in focus. Okay, right off the rip with this Yu-Gi-Oh card, I definitely get that things are heating up with the flames here. So things are definitely heating up. It's interesting to see this the symbolism of the dragon. So it can be in a sexual way, sort of, dragons, snakes are very sensual, but in other ways it could be learning something new. So snakes are they have a lot of different meanings, but it could be the sexual meaning, but it could also be the knowledgeable reading. So some of you guys could be really learning something that really lights you up and makes you very, very passionate. So this is really good. Something's going to make you feel good about yourself. Like I said, we're coming in here with positive vibes only. So of course, we're going to start off with some astrology cards. I subscribe to Vedic astrology, so my placements might be different than yours, but the energy should read about the same. Yeah, so let's go. I was about to say something else, but there's no need. So let's just see what we got going. Uranus genius. I like this. So something is very unexpected. Something that you're really not gonna see coming, but I think it's in the best way possible. So you might be going on like a certain course, and then I see you going on a different course, but it really being very fitting, you know. I just feel like you're finding your groove with things. Taurus, I have awesome. So there could also be some unexpected finances that come in, so you could be receiving like a good lump sum of money is what I'm getting, or a long-term job that has good money. So it depends on where you are, what you're looking for. But again, this is super unexpected, but I do think that you're going to end up loving it. And again, with Uranus, that's Aquarius energy. So this could deal with being social. This could deal with community gatherings, other people. You could be stepping into a leadership role, any of that good stuff. 11th house energy also represented with Uranus Aquarius energy. So yeah, it could be really anything, but also wish fulfillment. And you know, Uranus is known as the Great Awakener, according to Joni Patry, one of my favorite Vedic astrologers here on YouTube. So there is something that's awakening is really like what I'm getting. It could be a Kundalini awakening for some of you. Boom. Because even Taurus is a really sensual energy, you know, partner, sister to Scorpio, because they're both feminine. So sister to Scorpio, but yeah, both very sensual energies. Neptune, sacrifice. So yeah, Neptune is very foggy where Uranus is very bright. So that's why I'm just like, there's something that is coming out of nowhere, really. It seems like but I also get an image, I'm trying to describe it, where clouds are parting. There's like a parting of clouds and then sun rays are coming through. So something is going to be lit up. Something is going to be illuminated. Illuminated is a way sexier word. So yeah, destiny. Ooh, this is beautiful. So I really do think, pile one, if you're finding this, you're really going to decide what it is that you want to do. You're going to be filled with passion. This is really awesome news. And I love the Taurus energy being partnered here, because it's showing me that this is something that you're going to want to work towards and continue doing for an extended period of time. This is not something that you're just going to do and then quit. This is something that you're going to really dedicate yourself to. It's going to spend a lot of time. You're going to spend a lot of time doing it and perfecting it is what I'm hearing. It requires a lot of patience, diligence, but it's something that you really enjoy. The other really beautiful thing about Taurus energy is it can be very creative energy too. So this could be something in the arts. Neptune, Pisces, Aquarius. You got 1, 2, 3, extremely creative signs. So if you're anyway seeking a new passion or seeking a calling, you can easily do that. It could also have to deal with spirituality, or in this case with Taurus here, religion, or both. You know, it could be spirituality, religion, and art. Somewhere on those 3 cylinders is really what I'm seeing, or humanitarian philanthropic work. So this is your destiny. You're really going to be moving towards it. I do think that this is something that you're going to be able to enjoy and find very fulfilling. Let's get one more card, because I like 5 from this. We'll take this one. And Saturn return, age, boom. I like that it's a Saturn return in particular, because I think that the wait is over, regardless of your age, regardless of where you are. We have Pisces at the bottom of the deck. Something is moving. Something is releasing. Something that was a blockage before is now going to be moved. You paid off that debt. You paid off that karma. Or it's just time for you in your life to start experiencing these things. You could have your Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. Any of this could be placed in Taurus. I do know that Rahu is currently in Taurus, so you might be having Rahu might be transiting one of these planets, and so it's activating it in some way. But I'm really hearing something's heating up, something is activating for you, and again, it can fire on all of those cylinders that I mentioned. Maybe we'll get more into detail with it when we bust out with the tarot. But this is an awesome, awesome energy as far as release and things just moving forward. I feel like with Saturn being here in the middle, this is probably taking a long time. Or again, this emphasizes on something that you can commit to in destiny. This is something that you are destined to do, and it's going to be for the long term. Again, 2 earth signs popping up here. And even Uranus, Aquarius is co-ruled with Saturn. in Rahu. So somewhere you could have Aquarius, or wherever Aquarius is in your chart, it could be flared up right now. But I just imagine that something is going to get moving, and you're going to be noticed. And I feel like you're going to stand out from the crowd. Where you were blocked before, there's going to be a spotlight that is shown onto you. Even if you're doing something that you feel like a lot of people are doing, you're going to stand out. You're going to stand out in the crowd, and you've been working towards it, or you're going to be presented with the work to do. You know, somebody's going to notice you for your talent. Somebody's going to notice you. It feels like scouted energy. It feels like somebody's going to be like, hey, have you thought about doing this? And you're like, no, I haven't thought about doing this. And the moment you do it, you fall in love with it, and then you start working towards it. And again, it'll be on some different levels, but I'm really getting spirituality, religion, creativity, all in. That is really the main focus that it could be in. For some of you, a small group of you, it could be finance. If you're like, I'm really a finance girl, I'm really a finance dude, AD, then we have Taurus here, but I'm really picking up on the artsier side of Taurus. But take it as it resonates. Regardless, this is good news that's on its way. So if I had to sum this up, I really would say that you're going to stand out in the crowd. Okay. That came out really fast, so I'm going to stick that back. But it was the moon, so we'll see if it comes back. We'll see if that energy comes back. We just need 3 cards. If I need to look into anything else astrology-wise, Saturn just tried to pop out, but he didn't make his way. But Capricorn did, and Aquarius did. That's really funny. So, yeah, again, you're going to be disciplined with something, and this is something that I feel is really going to leave a legacy. And it's unique. Whatever it is, or whatever it is that you bring to the table, you're shaking it up. You're moving something forward. You're taking something to the next level. And I think that this is the news that's coming in for you. Is you're either getting the opportunity to do it, or somebody recognizes what you've been doing, and they're just like, dang, you really, really are taking this to the next level. I'm sorry that the light is blinding here, but this is the Aquarius card. But the bigger thing is honestly structure. You're going to be structured into doing something. And I think that some of you, for what it's worth, with all the Pisces energy that we saw kind of reflecting, maybe you felt like you haven't had anything that has been worthy committing to, and you might want a commitment. That's written all over here. So this could be a contract of some sort that's coming in. Look at that, Saturn at the bottom of the deck. How funny. But you're going to discipline. Discipline is really what's coming in, and it's for all the right reasons. Because I do think long-term you will be extremely successful. This is just the beginning. So we got Sagittarius represented, another sign. So exploration. I just heard the word exotic. So there's something that's exotic about you, and it might be, I just heard exploited. That might not be the easiest fitting word, but depending on what it is that you're trying to do, like for instance, I always love the example of Grace Jones, right? Especially early in her modeling career, she was discovered by the French photographer who took her exoticism to an extreme, really emphasizing her African features and whatnot. Some people look back on it and are just like, this is racist, but Grace Jones is Grace Jones. She had to start somewhere. So it really just depends on where you look at the spectrum. But you could be sought out by somebody from a different culture, or you could be sought out for someone for your culture or what it is that you bring to the table. Again, it does not have to be exploitative, but I just challenge you, if you're trying to break into a certain type of industry and all the other stuff, don't fall for the hoorah-rah of right now. And I mean, you can disagree and rip me a new asshole if you want to, but do not fall for the hoorah-rah of we're all belong and nothing should be, no one can stand out, and we all have to be the same, and everybody deserves a participation award for showing up, and if anybody points out your differences, then they're wrong. Sometimes different is exactly what you need in order to stand out. And with all this Aquarius energy and even Saturn, you are different. So do not let people shame you into being the same. I'm hearing very specifically. So whatever it is, if you get noticed by somebody for something that you offer that's different from other people, then you ride it to the freaking max. It could be anything simple. It could be like you have interesting eyes, you have interesting drawing, whatever it is. This is all breaking out energy in a disciplined and sophisticated way. So some of you guys with Capricorn Saturn, it could be a leadership position, a leadership role. And again, do not beckon to be the same. Do something different. Challenge yourself. Say something extraordinary. If you're being called to, you be inspired. But I'm really getting that you are being called right now to move something forward that has been stuck in the past, and this is going to bring you so much beauty and so much light into what it is that you're doing in any aspect that you're trying to tackle. Okay. Woo, really interesting pile number 1. So let's go ahead and move into your tarot and see what pops up. Yes, the 6 of Wands. So already starting with some sort of victory, and also standing out from the crowd. This person is returning and they're being, I had the word, it starts with an A, but I cannot think of it for the life of me. But they are certainly being adorned and adored with attention and affection because they've done something marvelous. Yeah, 2 6s. Interesting. So I am getting like a triumphant return is what I just heard. But for others of you, this doesn't have to be a return. This could be really finding your niche, really finding something that you stand out in, really doing something that you love. And I think it's because you have different ideas, you have different, you have a different way of looking at life and its beauty. And I think that that's so celebrated and so appreciated today with the 4 of Wands here. So you will be welcomed. Your ideas will be welcomed. This is a homecoming. It's either a return to home for some of you. If you've been desiring to get back to where you were before, you're returning back to that space. But for others of you, you are charging towards a really welcoming environment and people who celebrate your ideas, celebrate your uniqueness, celebrate your differences. And I think that you'll be able to curate a really great kind of feel and vibe for yourself. You're carving your own name out in the sand, which is beautiful. This is so exciting, Pile 1. I'm so excited for you. It could be because I have a lot of Aquarius energy, so I'm like, yeah, stand out. But in fact, this is like similar to my chart in a way, but regardless, this is a really awesome kind of exploration. The 5 of Wands, look, there's that battle. There's the battle. Look, the 5 to the 6. So that's really funny. Queen of Swords popping out in the middle. I'm not sure when that flipped out. That's why I was saying but I love it. I love it. Strong Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy represented again. And I'm also being drawn to the butterflies on her crown. So there's some sort of transformation that's happening. You're really coming into full bloom and full swing. But again, there's something about your honesty. There's something about the way that you're seeing things and how they should move forward that is freaking genius, and you need to share that. There's a truth that has to be spoken. Cut through. I'm really getting, wow, this is so strong. So I'm really getting, pile number 1, you're going to be in a situation where there's a lot of people, too many cooks in the kitchen. And there's going to be a lot of people who are just this, that, and the third. And you are actually going to see how to quickly fix and solve this problem. And I promise you, it's genius. And people will really look at you and be like, wow, I didn't think about that. Wow, that's crazy. Have you ever thought about doing this? And that you cutting through that chaos, cutting through that BS for what it's worth is going to clear the pathway and help you move forward. This is something, maybe you're surrounded by people who are arguing about the past, looking back, and you just say something simply like, how about we look forward? You know, the queen is looking forward. She's leaving this chaos behind. Others of you, for most of you, I do feel like this is a physical thing that's happening. But for others of you, it could be mental, where you just choose to leave chaos, conflict behind. I just see this elevation, this ascension for you, where you're like, I'm not getting into petty drama, and you see a clear way out and you start moving forward and go be with people that you're appreciated. Be with people who appreciate you. You're not in for the silly bickering. That's just not who you are at this point in time. Beautiful, the star card, more Aquarius energy. So wherever Aquarius is in your chart, whatever house it's in, again, Vedic astrology, if you don't have an Aquarius placement, then maybe it's flared up in some way. Check your aspects. But there's something really causing you to stand out and speak your truth and be honest. You know, Aquarius is a sign of truth, right? It's Saturn ruled, Rahu ruled, and it's aggressive truth. So if you see something, say something is really what I'm hearing. And then from that, good news is going to come in. But you're going to be at the right place at the right time is what I'm hearing. King of Wands. So, yeah, if this could involve, I was about to say maternal, but I do not want to say maternal. What's the opposite? Paternal figure, a masculine figure. Where you're not seeing eye to eye. Note how the king and queen are facing in different directions. And that's why I think the conflict is brought up. But again, you win. You win this argument. You win this dispute. But let's keep going so you can see how he fits in the grand scheme of things. And we had 3 fall out. So just 2 more, Spirit, please. 2 more cards. from Spirit. Okay, 1. The 8 of Cups. Again, another leaving card. And the Hierophant, more towards second house energy. Ooh, this is nice. Money. That is good news. Sorry, something popped up on my phone. But yeah, money is coming in. So that is some good news for you. And then Temperance, more Sagittarius energy. So they're all backing up. They've all backed up one another. The only thing that we didn't have was Saturn Capricorn, but we know how dominant that is. It's because it's finally moving out of the way. But freedom, 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 free at last is what I'm hearing. You are going to be free at last. Whatever it is that has been bogging you down, whatever it is that's been keeping you kind of in a state of stagnation, it's going to be moved. You're moving on from it. Again, you're moving out away from this conflict to go do something that you really want to do and something that you're really good at. I really do feel like you're going to be discovered. Somebody's going to see you, somebody from afar, somebody from a different culture. Again, we got more Sagittarius energy. So there is something here about a different culture, learning something. It could be you're really great at languages, something of that nature. But I do see it could be big travel, or you're just going to be discovered or found somewhere else. So that's awesome news. More success coming in for you, more mentoring, more mentorship could be coming in for you, where I really do see that somebody sees your potential. Maybe this is where the disconnect is with this King of Wands and Queen of Swords. They see you one way, you see yourself another, but you might want to find a middle ground with this person, because I think that they might be seeing you in a different light than you see yourself, and that actually could help you in this case after seeing the entire spread kind of play out. But with this bottom row, I really do feel like we're moving from minor arcana with this king to major. So somebody is taking control. Somebody is like putting their foot down and be like, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm standing. Again, we have more people looking up, looking up. So there is going to be people that are looking up to you, which is going to be absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. We have people who are celebrating you, people who really value your opinion, really value your voice and what you have to freaking say. And it's going to be phenomenal. I think that this is exactly what you need. There's something in you that I'm reading that you are going to be validated for something that you weren't necessarily seeking the validation for, but it's just time. It's time for you to get your flowers. It's time for you to be celebrated in some way, shape, or form. And this, again, has the potential to take you on a different course. I just heard Natasha Bedingfield, Pocket Full of Sunshine. Pocket full of sunshine. Take me away to better days, a secret place. I really feel like you're going to be taken away to better days in the most beautiful way. You're going to be welcomed with open arms. So I see friendships, relationships, community, even here, community, loyal communities. Aquarius, Taurus, double fixed energy, beautiful. That's why I was just like, there's something here about commitment. You could be meeting somebody who has that, that Aquarius, Taurus energy. You could be meeting somebody who's just very loyal, depending on what you're looking for. But if you are meeting someone and this is love related, if you're single and you're looking for love, then I feel like this person has a lot of conflict around them. A lot of people want them. A lot of people desire them. They might be a little on the freaky deaky side with the Sag. They might walk with a big stick, if you know what I'm saying. So they acquire a lot of attention, but I really think that they want you for what it's worth. So that's a whole nother drama. That could be where kind of the pettiness is coming in. But I do feel like this person will be like a friend. So for others of you, or another storyline that I'm getting, and it could be both, it doesn't have to be either. It doesn't have to be one or the other. But again, things are heating up. Spirit just told me, yeah, things are heating up. So another storyline, that I'm getting is you could end up being in a situation with somebody where there's a lot of other same-sex people as you, and they're just like, how did you attract that person? So it could be a girl, boy, depending on how you're watching this, but people are just going to be like, how did she get with him? How did he get with her? What? Because this person really notices you and kind of takes you under their wing or some way. For some of you guys, it's romantic. For others of you, it's work. And for others of you, it's both. So I think that this is kind of swooned up into one where you're getting noticed for certain things. People are really chatterboxes about how this is going down, and about how this is happening. So really, really interesting. Let's see if we can get any more news. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. I just literally touched the deck and all these flew out. All this wand energy, all this communication, all this passion. So I do feel like, again, you're going to get news from afar. So you could end up traveling, but I feel like this is happening relatively quickly. Pile number 1. I don't know. I was about to say 3. And I'm like, we haven't even gotten that done yet. Okay. Yeah. So good news only, or we're not gonna, I see the devil in the 5 of Cups, so I'm gonna acknowledge it, but we're not gonna dwell on it at all. Do you hear me? Okay. So again, this just has to deal with the confidence. This is one of those things where you could be in this space right now where you're just like, dang, I don't know what I need to be validated. Like there's something here, and it's not in a, I'm not sitting over here and saying that, you know, validation is everything, but as an artist, as a creative person, right? Validation, you have to work your way out of it. But if nobody likes what you're doing, then how can you continue to keep doing it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, if nobody liked Beyonce's music, then she wouldn't be Beyonce. So there has to be some level of validation. There has to be some level of acceptance from a broader public eye for you to feel comfortable and acknowledge what it is that you're doing. So for some of you guys could be feeling this way, or this kind of tenacity that you have as for moving forward, and this good news that's coming on its way is birthed from this feeling of neglect, emotional neglect, you know, things happening. Like I said, there's a little bit of chaos that's involved in this, so you're having to break away from something, and you're going to have to leave some things behind. You're going to have to leave some structure and stuff behind. But like I said, the devil, this is Capricorn, this is a Saturn return, so we're not focusing on that. This is just an energy of where we are. Some of you could be receiving or have received some pretty sticky news that wasn't the best. It wasn't the most comforting to the ears, but keep looking past it because we got the Knight of Wands, the Empress card. You're stepping into a beautiful energy, a new beginning for yourself. The 2 Cups, like I said, partnerships, friendships, loyalty to the max. And this isn't that fake loyalty where, you know, ride or die, but this is somebody who will be in your life for in a very, very long time. Years, multiple years. You are safe in building in this connection. The World card, and you know, the Lord works and Spirit works in mysterious ways. So I think that all you have to do really is just be present, pile number 1, for your blessings to come in. So I think that this is really beautiful, but things are going to, again, be very unexpected, but you're going to rise to that power. So now we're moving into the Lenormand. We're going to look at your heart, mind, and actions that you take after you receive this good news. So let's see what we got going on. The Sun, boom. Really happy, yeah. So your heart is just going to really see a lot of possibilities. You're going to want to travel and do. I think you're just going to see the opportunity. Your world is really going to light up with the Sun to the Ship card. Again, this can involve some sort of travel, some sort of movement. So you might have to break away from structure. That's also with the Devil to the 5 of Cups there. You could be feeling like you're disappointing some people because you're going in a different direction. You're breaking tradition. Even with this, you're breaking tradition and going where you belong. And you're going to be very happy doing that. The Bouquet, your mind, yes. I just feel like this is so good for your growth and who you are and where you're headed. Beautiful news about, you know, you could be taking control of your health because trees also represent health in this deck. But it really is about just feeling really, how many times can I say really? This is about feeling strongly rooted in who you are and what you bring to the table, and having, again, this lock on you. And I think that that's exactly what you needed, and that validation that you need. You know, again, somebody is giving you your flowers. Somebody is saying like, hey, you're doing something special. No longer are you going to be feeling like you're in the background for some reason. You know, I just feel like you're moving to the forefront. Absolutely. And then your action, making a mess. So we had the Sith and the Key. So yeah, this is a really quick, sudden opportunity. It's a key. It's an unlocking. It's a awakening of some sort. Like I said, it's going to happen very quickly. So the good news is that travel is coming in. You're really going to want to take action with the, you're going to want to take quick action and open that door. Is really what I'm hearing. You're going to want to do it quickly. This is not something that you want to pass up or something that you want to miss for sure. And then we have mice under here. So I really feel like this is a testament to the people that you could be hanging out with. There is some gossip. There is some gnawing away. We're just like, is this really where I should be? Are people just using me for my cheese? You know, if people could, I have so many things I want to say, but you could feel like people are just trying to get at you for your cheese or get at you for something that you bring to the table. And perhaps you're right, but I do feel like those people are going to bring you to the person that you're meant to be with. So through the chaos comes a real opportunity. So just be along for the ride with this underlying energy here being mice, but be mindful that, if mice stay too long, if you don't take this opportunity or what have you, and then you just kind of start hanging out with these people and they start gnawing away at your soul, well then gnaw they will. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I didn't pick any oracle. My silly behind did not pick any oracles. So let's just see what comes up. So I'm gonna use this one. What good news is on the way? Good news, good news, good news. Breathe. So really take a breath and just, appreciate that there are things that are out of your control, but they're going to get you to where you need to be. And if you are stressed right now, or there's a lot of conflict, competition going on, you're going to be the victor in all of this as long as you speak your mind. New life. Yes. An awakening. You're busting out of this egg. For some of you guys, you are breaking tradition. You're stepping out of your family's expectations. You're moving into your own wants, your own gifts. And this is going to be absolutely beautiful for you. I'm really, really excited. And I'm also being noticed, this person is on a pedestal. For some of you, you're going to be put on a pedestal for something. And again, I think because it has to deal with the differentness of your culture or something exotic about you. Higher power. Put it in spirit's hands. And then blessed at the bottom of the deck, 22. So you are blessed. This is a blessing. Spirit wants you to be a part of this new wave. You're going to be finding beautiful collaboration, people to work with, people who encourage you. And that is really the good news that is on its way. Do not be afraid to fight this battle, because if you fight this battle, you will be the victor of it. If you don't, then you might miss your opportunity. You might miss that key, that unlocking. But the good news is there is a new life on its way. Spirit has control, and then again we even have a lock and key up here. So something is unlocking. There's a kundalini awakening. For some of you guys it's sexual, it's romantic. For others of you it has to do with work, it has to do with something creative, spiritual, third eye opening. All of these things are happening for you, pile number 1. So this is firing on a lot of different cylinders, but I feel like this is a completely new chapter from your life. You've moved out of that second house, you moved out of that Taurus energy, and you're starting to get into that Gemini third house energy where you're meeting people, you're traveling, you're having a good time all the way through to the 11th. So I really feel like there's something in your chart that has to deal with the air houses, communication, speaking. There's something that's happening in your air houses that is really going to be opening things up for you. So that's what I got. That is what I got. Yeah, I think I'm going to shut it down there. So I hope that this resonated with you. Pile number 1, please let me know in the comment section. Again, thank you so much for your continued support, guys. It really means the world to me. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram if you don't already. And yeah, that's what I got for you. Peace. Until next time. Alrighty, move this to the side. Okay. Hello, Pile number 2, it is AD with Cosmic Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading, guys. So welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your patience, guys. I appreciate you. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. All right, so this is if you picked the finite cards. Interesting. So this Yu-Gi-Oh card has an image of a hand, and there's just like more Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are flying out of it. So I'm really kind of seeing it two ways. So you could be receiving money, or you could be sharing your knowledge, and perhaps it's both. You're receiving money for sharing your knowledge. So let's go ahead and move into your cards and just see what we're looking at. I am going to start out with my astrology cards, my handy dandy astrology cards. Please keep in mind I subscribe to Vedic astrology, so my placements could be different than yours, but the energy should read about the same overall. And let's hop into it. So this is, I don't even know if I'm sorry, I hopped I hopped way too straight into it. This reading is about what good news is on its way for you. And I'm asking within the next 3-month time frame, but I told Spirit I would prefer it to be sooner rather than later. So this is what good news is on its way for you. Okay, let's see with some astrology cards, Spirit. Ooh, alrighty. Pot of fortune increase. Yeah, money. What did I say? I really feel like there's some sort of money that's coming in for you. That's good news. Need I say more? We can keep going. Air element communication. So this is our Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and Virgo. I analyzed. So for some of you, you are paying closer detail to your finances. The sun in Vedic astrology has currently moved to Virgo, so check to see where the sun is in your chart based on your rising sign, and if you don't have your rising, then your moon sign, and see what's flared up. It could easily be in either an air house or a earth house. So there's something about, wow, again, knowledge, truth, awareness, and money. So if you've been trying to, it could, for some of you guys, I really heard you do analytics of some sort. So you could be IT, engineering, any of that good stuff, and you perfected something. Some of you have possibly come up with a new way to do things in your system. Share it, get your money right, but share it. And then others of you are going to be receiving, like I said, more money, and you're going to be looking into your finances, and you could possibly be seeing ways that you can save money, or another way to make money, or just expanding your, what do I want to say? Portfolio was a word that came to mind, but multiple streams of income. Capricorn I use at the bottom of the deck. So this is a very kind of businessy. This is more of a business pile. My pile 1 was more artsy fartsy, so you have to let me know if this is resonating. But you're my more practical minded people, and you're more focused on money, sort of is what I'm getting. Sagittarius I see. So there's expansion. I just feel like, yeah, you're seeing a different way to expand your financial portfolio. You're learning this knowledge, or you're sharing this knowledge. If you're somebody who's already good with money, then you're going to maybe open up some sort of business where you're teaching people about this. Oh, shoot. Just had a few topple over, but yeah. Let's look. Chiron healing. Cool. And then we got 7th house partnerships at the bottom. So I really like this combination, pile 1. It's very, I'm at 2, excuse me. This is very subtle. It's subtle good news. I feel like there's a steady increase of what it is that you're doing, what it is that you've invested in. Again, I'm getting this image of a Chiron, which always reminds me of a key, the symbol for it. So there's an unlocking. If you've had issues with money, finances in the past, I do think that the good news is you're going to see a way out of it. You're going to see a way to regain control over your finances in a way. I also want to say, think outside of the box with this Virgo Sagittarius energy. These are they're not technically contradictory. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, they're not technically contradictory, but Jupiter and Mercury don't necessarily get along, because Jupiter is all about expansion. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, excuse me if you don't know what I'm talking about. So Jupiter is all about expansion, and then we have all this Mercury, which is about, how do I do that? How do you get that done? what are you going to do, Jupiter? Asking all kinds of questions if Jupiter finds those questions to be annoying somewhat. Or the other side of that is Mercury could be Gemini, which is Sagittarius, and they bring, with Gemini, it's too many options for Jupiter, where it's just like, okay, so you want to go forward. Do you want to go north, south, east, west, left, right, up, down? And Jupiter's like, I just want to go. So there is this energy here of like that push pull, I think, inside of you is going to be harnessed. So yeah, and then just another tad bit while my brain keeps saying it, they're not opposites, but Virgo is opposite to Pisces, and Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter. And Virgo also can be Gemini, which is the detriment of Jupiter. So that's just a little tidbit for you in case you are interested in any of astrology and all that other stuff. But regardless, I do feel like that push-pull with inside of your brain, inside of your bank account is going to be finally aligned, because this is good news. So you're going to be having the right conversations. You're going to be receiving the right knowledge. You're going to be asking the right questions to get your finances back in order. And that is the happy healing that you have truly been waiting for. My pile number 2ers. So let's get some more astrology cards. The bigger, the better. And like I said, think outside of the box. You're going to have to take it out how it resonates, guys, because like I said, either you're on the receiving end or you're on the giving end. It just depends on what you've been manifesting for yourself. But some of you guys need to stop asking questions seriously and just start doing. Others of you need to start asking the right questions to the right people. So you got to dictate where you are on that end of the spectrum. But the journey is always the same, right? So we got Taurus energy coming out. Discipline, hard work, slow and steady wins the race. Like I said, there's a subtleness to your pile where I do think that this might be like a lifestyle change in a way where you really are treating your finances in a totally different way than you have before. Leo, more fixed energy. So you're taking control is what I'm hearing. And then we have Moon and Neptune. So two of the wateriest planets. Kind of, again, overcasting of the more practical side. So some of you guys could be taking a leadership position, but I feel like you're taking a leadership position in your own life because you're feeling the freedom of your finances. Some of you could be asking for a raise of some sort, expecting more money. That will come through. Good news only, right? So if you've been on the fence about asking for more money, asking for a raise, then this is a confirmation that if the conversation comes up or you decide to be aggressive and bring the conversation up yourself, then I do think that you'll be met with reward. Just come presenting the facts with this Virgo energy here. Make sure you're not going in there too far off of emotion, especially with the moon. We have Cancer here. So just make sure that you're reining it. Don't make it emotional if you're presenting, particularly if you're talking to a patriarch or you're talking to a male. They're not going to be like, well, I just want more money because I feel like I've done work. No, bring those numbers, bring those statistics. Since I started working in this department and are taking this over, this has been the productivity increase. This has been the whatever. And I think that this equals this amount of money. So that's what I want, right? So it's a mixture of those two things. Again, take it where you fit, but this advice is for you to build your case, get your portfolio together in some way, really pay attention to it. For some of you guys, this is telling you if you're looking for another job, you're going to get it, but you got to clean up your resume. Don't sleep on your resume. Get it together is really what I'm hearing, because you're going to be able to move forward. There's going to be a window of opportunity for you to move forward. So this is stunning. All right. So let's go ahead and move into your tarot cards, see what more we can get in this situation. But right now, overall recap, you're either giving or receiving money in some way, shape, or form. You're giving or receiving knowledge some way, shape, or form. And this is going to bring a healing and more income for you overall. All right, Sagittarius, Temperance. I'm sorry, I said Sagittarius, but Sagittarius, this card can represent, again, more Sag energy. So this is freedom, balance of yin and yang, which is masculine and feminine energy. So for some of you, like I said, you're just choosing to take charge and move forward. You're kind of putting, the moon is here, but I really feel like you're putting your emotions aside and you're just fighting for what it is that you want. And that is the masculinity to it. Then the Lovers. So Gemini, Mercury, right? And then Jupiter Sagittarius. So there's that energy that I was picking up on earlier. Some of you, again, like I said, need to start asking the right questions, and other of you need to stop asking questions and start doing. The Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Ten of Pentacles, yay, finances. Did a card fall? Huh, this is so crazy, guys. So I have no idea when this card fell at all. I don't know if it was during your pile or another one, but we got Venus Love. So that's so fascinating that it decided to rear its head. So there could be a partnership of some sort coming into your midst. There could be meeting new people, or you could be dating, you know, finding people that are like-minded. Oh yeah, we have the Lovers here to the Queen of Cups. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, there is something here about partnership. So that could be good news too. Princess of Cups. And the Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, understanding. I'm here for it. So funny, when I channel, I get hot. Like my little, oh, maybe that's what it is. I was like, I am almost sweating and I'm literally sitting down. My forehead is like hot. Not a fever or anything, but you know. I guess my third eye chakra is flared up. All right, Strength card, more Leo energy. Seven of Wands, and then we have the Chariot. Yeah, strong Cancer energy, guys, or fourth house placements is really what I'm getting for who's picking this pile. Or you could be Cancer rising, Cancer moon, fourth house placements, or just have a stellium in Cancer. Any of that stuff work. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So there are things, there's truth, there's things that are coming to light. I think the good news that you're going to get is that your intuition was correct. Whatever it is, your intuition was right about something or someone. You're going to be moving forward. The biggest thing here is it really is you. And so maybe this reading is more of a congratulations, or you should pat yourself on the back, opposed to what good news is on the way, because I feel like you're taking the reins of your life. You're taking the reins of who's around you, what you're doing, what you're investing your energy into, how much you're investing in. You're really clearing and cutting shop. You're not entertaining shenanigans anymore. I feel like you're conquering. You're finding a great balance. Temperance, we have the two different colored bulls here. You're really balancing that feminine and masculinity, but even deeper than that, you're hopeful, but you're hopeful and fearful at the same time, but you're learning how that is actually an asset. There's that Jupiter Mercury theme that keeps coming up. You know how you want to move forward, and so you're willing to do that, but again, you're making sure that you have the right information to do that because of your fear of failure. But I do think that there's movement happening in this sense. I feel like you're starting to take a risk, and for what it's worth, not in an insult way, but I just want to show you the Queen of Cups, the Princess of Cups to the Strength card, minor, minor, major. I feel like you were definitely just moving into energy of you're growing up. You're just growing up. You're taking responsibility for things that you haven't before, because you know that you can get them done better than anyone else. I feel like you're no longer depending on other people. You're no longer looking outside of yourself. And because of that, I do think that the other side of your good news is you will be introduced to someone or a partnership. Venus love, so it's seventh house, so it could be platonic, it could be romantic, it could be business oriented. But because you're so secure in your finances and what you want to do, the universe is going to introduce you to somebody who will actually be able to help you. But the catch is you're really not going to recognize them up front, because I think that you're going to be so focused on maintaining the control that you built for yourself. But I feel like this is very healthy. So this is just a spirit from heads up that you do have somebody who's coming into your life that talks a big game, but they actually can back it up. The catch is you have to have had cut people out. You've had to have found a clarity and honestly found a path forward for yourself in order for this person to even be put in on your path. So this is not somebody who's going to solve all your issues. You're already doing that. This person is going to complement what you already have established. So this is the really good news. And like I said, congratulations, pat yourself in the back, because this is really strong work, particularly when it comes to either your steadiness, your foundation, or, you know, your finances, your resources, your home. So you could be turning into something like, I can't remember if I said this out loud, but I'm really thinking some of you guys, it could be podcasts. You're sharing your voice, you're sharing your knowledge in return for payment. But for others of you, you're really just using the insight that you had, the lessons that you've learned, and you have an honest aha moment on how to move forward, how to expand your portfolio, how to have multiple streams of income. And you're going to do that. And then you're going to be rewarded, in a sense, with a partner, with somebody that you can build with long term, the lovers. It's going to be a choice. You're defensive against it, of course, with the Seven of Wands. And I think that just has to deal with wherever you're coming from in this case. But yeah, you're going to be moving forward in a way of control and all that beautiful stuff. So congratulations, pile number 2. You're just getting your shit together. Yeah, the Prince of Pentacles. I feel like you're done talking the talk. You're walking the walk, because you do see a clear path that's coming. The Sun card. Your hard work is really, really, really about to pay off. I love that word, really. I do. But, you know, just to emphasize like how serious this is, that things are going to be coming to light. Yeah, this is so money oriented and so financially oriented. So you're just going to be making some money. The Two of Pentacles. You're going to get some options. The Hierophant. What more can I say? Spirit is just saying like, look, your finances are vastly about to improve, but it is because of choices that you make, things that you do for yourself. It's not so much that this blessing is just falling out of the sky. It's because you've made the decisions to clear the pathway for this blessing to happen for you. So that's really something, isn't it? I'm here for it. So let's go ahead and move into your Lenormand. We're going to get your heart, mind, and then your next set of actions as far as when this good news comes in. So we got Mountain, Cross. So when this good news comes in, I'm just getting discipline, especially with the Mountain. This is not anything that you can't overcome. Your heart is sturdy. Your heart is very strong. When this good news comes in, especially if it's a partner, you're very much on Kanye West love lockdown. Like, I just feel like you're not trying to open yourself back up again because you've done so much work to get to your independent footing. But I think that this is necessary for the development of the connection. But regardless of how it hits, with the Mountain Cross energy, you are definitely going to be committing to something that requires a lot of extra work and a lot of initiative is really what I'm hearing. It's positive, but even the Chariot is represented by a warrior, the Strength card here. So this is not an easy task. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's not an easy task at all. You're embarking on a really, not long journey, but you're embarking on a journey that will cause long-term improvement, but it's not going to be overnight. Again, you're just going to see the way forward. And I think that you're going to commit yourself to doing it, your mind. So we have Woman, and then we have Clover. Lucky Lady is what I just heard. Even if you're a masculine or feminine, regardless of how this hits, you're a lucky lady. Abundance, receiving. You're on the receiving end. So your mind is just, how can I capitalize on this blessing? How can I move forward? How can I continue to improve my finances? And perhaps at one point teach other people how to use their finances. Some of you might already have the knowledge, and you just never used it like that. And then your action. So we got Coffin and Sith. So there is this combo didn't come out in the first pile, but something similar did. And I used a different Lenormand deck, but there is something ending. That you have to end something in order for it to begin. Coffin doesn't necessarily mean physical death. For some of you guys, it could be I don't want to scare anybody, but for some of you, if you had somebody that was already sick, this wouldn't be like a new person that just all of a sudden dies out of nowhere. This would be somebody that you're not finally, but they're leaving. It'll most likely be a woman. Somebody who you honestly could have seen as a blockage in the past. Take it as it resonates. But if it's not the physical death of somebody, then this is just an ending. You're ready to cut ties with certain things. You're ready to really get focused and get serious. And I can't help but see the lily, and the lily in this deck represents sexuality, sensuality. And with this woman here, note how where she's holding that Venus sign. So some of you guys are ending a sexual connection, sexual partner, because you need to focus. You really, really need to focus. And once you focus, your finances are going to improve. Uh-oh, hold on, sorry, somebody's calling me. But yeah, sorry, my phone is on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know how that got through, but we're gonna keep it trucking. Let me pack these up. Hold on, guys, I'm so sorry. But this person called me twice, and I'm just wondering. Okay. All right. So hopefully that is taking care of my deepest apologies. But yeah, where were we? We were going to move into your oracle cards. So, yeah, there could be news of something coming in like that. Anyways, your finances are going to improve. That's the good news that's on its way. Sorry that I got a little distracted. Let's get into it. Yang, boom. That masculine energy, you're taking control. You're taking control of your life. The tribe. I love it. Round and round. And Spirit's telling me to get one more. But I just feel like you feel the power in your own hands. Perhaps you've been a person who's really tried to take the back seat when it comes to your finances, your resources, or you've been the type of person who's really thought that other people should take care of you, or you've had people taking care of you, or what have you. That doesn't have to resonate. But I am getting that regardless of where you stand, you really, really, really are about to... I need to pick another word. I'm sorry, guys. But you need to... you need to find a way... to establish yourself and really stand out. I feel like you're taking control of the tribe, because if you don't, then this situation is just going to continue. So the good news is you're like, I'm out. I'm exiting the situation. I'm taking my control back. I'm taking my power back. I feel like you're actually exiting the tribe, to be honest. And you're kind of riding solo. And then once you exit that tribe, in the wee back, in the wee corner, there is going to be some opportunity that comes in. And you could be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So there's an opportunity that's coming in. That's the good news that's on its way. I deeply apologize for the distraction at the end of the reading. It threw me off. But it could be something like that, you know, sudden news that just changes the course of what you got going on. But again, overall, pile number 2, your finances, your resources are about to change. It's because it's like a 3-step process. You cut something off, or you stand up for yourself in a very specific way, one of the two. Then you end up taking control, doing your own thing, getting yourself together, and then after that, Spirit is going to introduce you to somebody who actually will be able to help you and continue to flesh out your ideas, but you have to start that process, okay? So that's what I got for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and yeah, follow me on TikTok and Instagram if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys so, so much, and peace until next time. All right. Let me see. I can't, sorry. Whew, all right. Hold on. Sorry. I hope nobody's watching this because I got a text. Like, I can't play this right now. Okay. All right. Okay. Whew. Oh, excuse me. All right. Oh, anyways, all right. Hello, pile number 3. This is AD with Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading, guys. So we are looking into what good news is on the way. No bad vibes, no bad energy. I want to be looking at the positive side of things. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. I want to thank you guys so much for your patience and your support. All right, here we go. Yu-Gi-Oh card, beautiful. The ship. Forward movement, could be a trip, could be a relocation of some sort, but something is certainly moving forward. So pretty straightforward right there. We don't have to waste a whole bunch of time digging into that. Let's see what pops up in the cards. I am going to start out with the handy dandy astrology cards. Please keep in mind I do subscribe to Vedic astrology, so my placements could be different than yours, but the energy should read about the same. And let's see what we're working with, right? North Node, life's purpose, Rahu. So again, forward movement. Rahu it's also known as your North Node, but in the Vedic astrology mythology, it is the head, excuse me, it is the head of a bottomless dragon. So, the head of a bottomless dragon. This is something where you're moving so quickly. You could be consuming so much you're not realizing that you're full. So we'll see what else pops out. But I really actually like this energy. And again, this is a positive reading. So it just means that there's going to be some very quick forward movement. Very quickly. And you gotta kind of hold on is what I'm hearing, you know. Grab the bull by the horns. 10th house, the world. So some of you guys could be receiving a lot of recognition very quickly is what I'm hearing, quite honestly. Oh, goodness gracious. Whew. We had quite a few come out, so I'm sticking them back. Aquarius, I know. So Saturn. So this could be something that, again, has taken a long time to come through, but something about your idea, there's a genius level. Mercury in Aquarius is a genius sign. So if you have it, or if you have Mercury in your 11th house, any of that stuff, then you really think very far ahead than most people. But I do think that, excuse me, whatever you're thinking, whatever forward movement that you want to happen, this is going to be celebrated, and it could end up getting you some sort of recognition, even if you have Mercury in the 10th. I just feel like your ideas are going to be heard and they're going to be shared, and this is going to bring you closer to your life's purpose. So the good news at this point is that whatever your ideas are, whatever it is that you have to say that, you know, you feel is kind of unorthodox, a little out of the box, not with the status quo, it could end up making you fall into a place that's different. It could end up giving you status. But I feel like this is something that you could have wanted. This is something that you could have yearned for. If this doesn't sound like you with Rahu here, if you don't have that desire for recognition, fame, it doesn't have to be a celebrity, but just recognition of what it is that you do, status, then you might want to pick another pile. But if that does resonate with you, then your ideas, your communication, you're going to be receiving, I just heard word of mouth. So you could be shared a lot. You know, people are talking about you. Mercury retrograde, so even more talking energy. I just feel like people are definitely talking about you, and it's going to end up giving you kind of a bigger platform if that's something that you've been working towards. Even with Aquarius, that is a sign of fame and celebrity. And then we got Grand Crossing, blessings, yay! So Mercury retrograde reinvention. So this could be something that you wanted to do, you haven't done, and then now you're executing it, because I feel like there is a level of going backwards to move forwards. But this is a beautiful blessing for you guys. It has to do with your mind. It has to do with your voice. It has to do with something that you think or something that you believe that is a little different than everyone else. But people are really itching for whatever it is that you bring to the table. So this is a call for celebration of your uniqueness and what makes you you, because it's more than appreciated and accepted right now. Pile number 3, whatever it is, whatever this idea that you have, whatever this grand kind of, people don't understand it because it's so futuristic with Aquarius. So you could be certainly moving something forward, breaking out of tradition to an extent. But definitely share your opinion, share your voice, because it'll be most welcomed. And this could be something that you've done before that's coming back with that Mercury reinvention. This could be something that you experienced before, and now It could be years, and then something's coming back and people are like, hey, this is great, and it goes viral or what have you. Especially with Rahu 10th house, this is a very quick combination. So this is like you go viral, you end up meeting the right person at the right time, and then they give you the foundation for you to go viral or what have you. If going viral isn't it, then it's just like you get the best recognition. You are on the elevator with your boss and they ask you a question and you're just like, I think if we did it this way, they're great. And they're like, oh, awesome, great. And you get a raise and you move forward. It's something like that. It's very quick. This is something that you cannot plan for, Aries. Just highlighting the true speed at how this is happening. And I feel like there's a boldness that you have to have, a fearlessness that you have to have, because whatever it is, it's breaking out of the mold. Your words could be somebody else's blessings too, but you know, be bold. Do not, Libra, beautiful. Do not hesitate to really say how you feel. We got Libra, so this could deal with 7th house partnerships, art, any of the creative stuff. Venus, because Libra is Venetian ruled, so it can also be very creative. It could deal with any type of contracts, especially with Saturn coming out. So you got 10th house Saturn, Aquarius, Capricorn. So this is about work. So there's good news that's coming in. There is good news coming in about a long-term partnership that comes in very quickly, but this partnership ends up lasting you a lifetime, is what I'm hearing. So you are about to meet, and even with Aquarius, it could be some sort of community because of your ideas, because of the way that you think. You could end up meeting a really long-term partnership group, 1 or 2 people. I don't think it's a whole lot of people, but you and this person end up really working together, bouncing off of ideas, and it's a blessing in disguise. I also want to say that Saturn loves Venus. Venus rules Libra. So this is, again, a reward for your hard work. You're going to be spoiled, I'm kind of hearing, by the universe and possibly by this person. I'm not necessarily getting that this is a romantic energy quite yet. It could be, but I'm honestly sensing more platonic at this point in time. But regardless, this person truly believes in you and they want to commit. And I'm even being drawn to the rings here around Saturn. So there's a commitment that's being brought to the forefront here that is going to be very, very, very beneficial to everyone involved. So we love it. And we've got Gemini here at the bottom of the deck. So I'm also being twin. So you might meet a twin soul. I'm not hearing twin flame. I'm hearing twin soul. I heard it that way specifically. I don't know if this is, we'll see if it's romantic. I don't know if it is. But regardless, the good news is that you have a really stellar partnership coming in from somebody who believes in you and wants to invest in you and wants to see you create, because they love how you think. They love the way that your mind works, and they think that you're on to something revolutionary. And so they're going to be the blessing for you. Or you end up just finding like this community, people that really understand what it is that you're trying to do and give you some sort of status. But I do feel like there's a job or a commitment that's coming in, or a contract that's being signed. It happens very fast. If you were to tell your life and repeat, you would be like, one day I was nobody. The next day I was somebody else, you know? My life literally changed. This person, this contract, this view, this status literally changes your life very quickly. But there's a lot of hard work that comes in afterwards, you know? This is such an interesting reading, Pile 3, because I really feel like whatever it is, just like it. Let's say that you do the elevator pitch, right? So you end up getting on the elevator with your boss and say, I have this really great idea. I was thinking that you could do it this way. They go, great. I'm going to have a contract drawn up for you by the end of this week. And then we're going to get you started. The end of the week comes, you sign that contract, that next week you're working on that very idea that you said that you were going to do. So you get to work. This is a very short turnaround time. This is very fast. Pile 2 was extremely kind of slow moving. You are very, very fast. This is quick and it's going to take a lot of work. I do not want to You better enjoy your last few days of peace, because once this opportunity comes in, you are putting in that work. But I think that this is very welcomed, especially with the Aries energy, because this is something that you wanted to do, and you've just been looking for the structure or the home for this, or people that were able to help you execute this idea, but you are going to be executing. This is not play time. It gets very serious very quick. So depending on what it is that you've been manifesting, that could be the perfect news. But that's good news that's coming in. You're going to have a very beneficial contract. The Two of Cups. Yes, I really feel like this is one person who really believes in you, maybe two. But this is all about partnership. This is all about commitment. And this is a lifelong partnership. I feel that way in my bones. This is not somebody who's going to come in and fly by night. If you decide to take this opportunity, there's always free will. So if you don't take this opportunity, you don't want to do it, then this won't happen. But if you recognize this blessing that's coming, this person is going to change your freaking life, okay? The Two of Cups. Partnership. What's this? The Nine of Cups flipped over. Nice. So this is wish fulfillment, and I like this. I really like this deck. I'm not sure. Of course, I can't find the daggone box. Here it is. What is it called? The Aricchi Tarot. So that's what it is. But I like the depiction of it, because even here with all the Nine of Cups, this is about wealth, abundance, gold, chalices, all that beautiful energy that I think that it is that you've been manifesting. This person could already be established, and they could want to use their money to invest in you, because I feel like this person is giving you a lot of money to do something very special and very unique. And it's genuine. I think that they think that you're going to be successful. They're not even coming with ulterior motives. They're really, I genuinely, I'm caught off guard, and maybe you will be too, but this person feels like they genuinely just believe in you, and they're like, I believe in what you're doing. I want to make sure that you are the best, but you're going to have to work. The Moon card, another card of kind of wishing and wish fulfillment. Pisces energy. So this could deal with any type of creativity. We are, at the time I'm posting this, we are in the full moon in Pisces. So if you've been manifesting something along these lines, then that's what's coming in. The Ten of Wands here. The Eight of Cups at the heart of the reading. So progress. Judgment. I do feel like there's something secret about this liaison, is kind of specifically what I heard. There's something, you're like a secret weapon, you know? I guess you might not know, but I feel like you're a secret weapon. There's something here about it being hidden until it's brought to light. You could also have to travel for this connection with the Eight of Cups in the heart of the reading. So there is an element of sacrifice here. You're going to have to leave some things behind in order to go get what it is that you truly want. But the 8 to the 9, this is progress in the right direction. Let's see what good news is on its way. The World again. So we have Saturn, we have Capricorn. This is about really... Yeah, for some of you, it's recognition. It's world recognition. The Queen of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. And one more card. Spirit. The Eight of Wands. This is similar. You might actually be able to watch the Pile Ones card, because these aren't the exact same cards that came out, but they support one another, and a lot of similar cards came out. Oh, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this happened in Pile 1. So Pile 1 and Pile 3 are certainly connected in this particular reading. So maybe a couple of you picked, you wanted all the good news you could get, and so this is just reiterating. But if you're Pile 3 and you're just now joining us, which will be most of you, let me explain what's going on. It's just cool to see the through lines between the different piles. But there's something here about you speaking your truth with the Queen of Swords. There's something about the knowledge that you have, the voice that you have, the wisdom that you have, that is going to put you in the right place at the right time for somebody to truly see that side of you and want to personally invest in what it is that you're doing. I feel like you've definitely been a more emotional person. You could have strong Pisces placements, Cancer, Scorpio, water placements, or water house placements. So that is the 4th house, the 8th house, or the 12th house. But there's something that is very artistic and intuitive and psychic about you. You really rely on, I'm seeing like if you're this might be a shady example, but you could be blind. Like you could go blind and you would still be able to navigate this world because your intuition is so strong and so deep. Whereas this person operates very much on the material plane. You operate in the spiritual plane. This person operates on the material plane. And they have really conquered the material plane. So they have a lot of abundance. They have a lot of money. I'm hearing Taurus, Capricorn. Not as much Virgo, no shade, no tea Virgos. But Virgos are actually quite flighty, because they are mercurial ruled, so they're similar to Geminis. But when we're dealing with, and honestly, to be honest, the same could be said by Taurus. Taurus take a very long time, so this person feels very Capricornian to me. But I'm also getting strong Taurus. I am. Not as much Virgo. Anyways, weird tangent that really doesn't matter. But regardless, this person is very, very focused on the material plane. And so they've been able to establish themselves and establish wealth for themselves a lot. And they see your intuition and they appreciate that and they want to give it to you. It could be something where you are very spiritual and this person isn't spiritual, but they appreciate that you are. You know, there's something that's different. They could even be different cultures, different religion, different politics. But they're able to really appreciate what it is that you do, and they think that you're on to something, and they want to be a part of that. So the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, you're going to be receiving news about a partnership that you may, again, have to travel for or go somewhere else. This definitely comes in quickly, and it moves fast. The 2 of Cups, the Moon, the World to the 8 of Wands. Again, travel, unexpected. Let's look into the Moon. I want to see, what is this Moon card doing here, Spirit? Wow, the 10 of Cups. That's nice. This is really good news. This is good news. This is good news that somebody sees what you're doing and they want to do it with you. So we got the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. That took a turn. And the Knight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So, you know what? You might already have this news because, like I said, I'm asking specifically for good news. So this could be where you are when you find this reading. You could have found some really disappointing, news about your finances. Like you don't have as much money as you thought. You are having to pay out a lot of money. This person in the nick of time, because of what you do, how your mind works, this person in the nick of time is going to be able to help you get out of this situation because they're giving you a job. They're giving you an opportunity. I'm not saying that they're going to again, it's an even exchange. It's not like this person comes in and is just like, I'll pay all your bills and, we live happily ever after. It's not that at all. It's this person believes in you so much and they're just like, hey, I see what you're doing. And you're like, oh my gosh, I just so happen to need $10,000. And like, great, I'll pay you $15,000, but I expect X amount of product for you. And you take that $10,000, you take that $15,000 and you go give $10,000 to whatever it is that you needed. It's something like that. You do have to work for it. This is not free money by any means. I do not want to paint that picture, but this money is going to be enough for you to get you out of that situation, and for you to overcome what it is, but you'll be working towards it. But I really, I like it. I like it. I'm here for it. The 7 of Cups, the Unicorn. So this is like something magical. It's unexpected. The Hangman, the Magician, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this investment is going to be worth it. I feel like this investment has taken a long time to come in and manifest, especially with the Hangman to the Magician. This is energy that you've been asking for. This is energy that you've wanted and it hasn't taken flight. Even more Pisces energy here, but you've taken your intuition. You know that this is coming. This reading is confirmation. Good news. The good news that's coming is that you are going to have something that is going to be able to pay off whatever bills that you have while working. You're going to be able to get what you need in order order to pay what it is that you're going to do. So this is a great reading. The Nine of Swords, there's been a lot of worry. I'm not focusing on the worry. Like I said, this is a positive reading, but there has been quite a bit of worry with the Nine of Swords here. A lot of restless nights, not knowing how this situation is going to correct itself, absolve itself. But bingo, you're going to be moving forward. I forgot about the ship card that we had over here. I forgot about the original movement. So this is moving forward, but it's to work. Yeah. Yeah, I think I said it enough. You're moving forward to work, and whatever it is that you end up working towards, this good news is going to get you kind of out of the financial bind that you're in. It's going to be life-changing. And like I said, for a lot of you, it's dealing with world recognition. People are going to know your name through this partnership. But I do want to highlight again that this could be secret until it's not, you know? So now we're moving into the Lenormand deck. We're going to be looking at your heart, mind, and action after you receive this news. And then we'll end on your oracle and we'll be out of here. So your heart, book, and bear. So there's something really powerful about the information that's coming in, or the information that you're learning. And I do feel like there's a taking of control. Yeah, heart, anchor. Normally I only read these in twos. I try to read them in twos. That's how you're supposed to read them in pairs. But these came out like this. So Spirit wants you to know there's a loyalty that you're about to unlock. Like I said, this is a lifelong partnership, a lifelong change with you and this person. This person is serving as a mentor at this point, as a support system, and as guidance. And you're going to be presented with the choice to move forward and leave. Again, with the ship, the Yu-Gi-Oh card is matching the card, yo. Here we are. It doesn't get more confirming than that. And then I also want to show the difference between the anchor and the ship. So this is the choice. You can stay where you are, or you can move forward. Follow your heart, follow your intuition. It might seem like the craziest idea on the planet to other people. Oh my goodness. Hello, okay. It's been doing that. It's been popping up with weird pop-ups. But this might seem like the craziest idea on the planet Earth. But for you, this is exactly what it is. This is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. So follow your heart, follow your intuition in order to get there, even if it doesn't make sense to other people. It has to make sense to you. Like I said, you could be going in blind, right? Or you could feel like you're going in blind, or other people are like, how could you don't even know what this is. Like, how do you know if it's going to work out or not? You're like, I just feel like it's going to work out. I have to take that risk. I have to do it. If I don't do it, then I always wonder if I should have done it or not. So I'm here to recommend, and seeing that Aries energy, I'm here to recommend that you just go for it and see what happens. And then we got the Sun and the Snake card. And then Man at the bottom of the deck. So it's a partnership. Somebody sees you. This man is seeing something and wants to move something forward. And then we have Sun and the Snake. I'm really reading this as, I'm getting an interesting energy. Because both the snake represents knowledge and so does the book. So there's something that you're learning here that is going to be illuminated. Also, actions, your snakes are going to be illuminated around you. So there could be people who you thought were supporting you and who believed in you. And then you're like, I got this opportunity. And they tell you not to do it because they're haters. So there could be some snakes in the grass. And the final thing that I'm kidding is there could be some sort of sexual tension between this connection that happens and develops later. I really feel like this is work first and then maybe sexual relations later after the work starts. Because like I said at the beginning, I do feel like this is more on the platonic side, but it could eventually lead to desire later on after the work is started. I'm just saying that because I'm feeling that, especially with the snakes. Snakes are pretty erotic. But it's hidden. It's hidden for the most part. And let's get you 2 cards for advice. But yeah, this is beautiful. And then letter, coffin. So there is going to be some information about an ending. This has come up in every single pile. So there is information here about an ending of some sort. It doesn't have to physically mean death with the coffin in there, but there's something that is finite. It's done. And this is going to give you the freedom to move forward and for you to really pursue whatever dreams that you have coming. So Spirit is just saying, be on the lookout. Follow this information, because you're ending the cycle. You're ending the cycle of waiting when this information comes in. You're just like, I'm done. I'm going to go with it. It's an opportunity. It's a choice for you to move forward. Okay. So that's what I got from there. And then let's go ahead and put you on your oracle cards. But yeah, I really do feel like you're ready for this. You're more than ready for this. Your heart, your soul is ready for this. You're ready to take that leap, that risk for sure. Oh, shoot. All right, come to the edge. Take that risk. Let you fly poised. Yes, you're in the right position at the right time. You're poised for this blessing. All you have to do is be open to receiving it. Happy, serendipity. This is a mixture of luck, blessings, manifestation, hope, between worlds. Things are changing. You're stepping out of this gray energy, moving into the color, the sunshine. I just feel like this is beautiful, and it's all because of you, your mind, and the way that you think, and kind of where you see things going. This person really believes in you, and they want to invest in you, and so they're going to be bringing that energy to the table. Flamingos are also extremely social animals, so this could bring in new friends at some point, but I feel like this connection is going to be extremely important to you in your development. Let's just get one more, pal number 3. Let's get one more. But this is happy. Something is unlocking. You're really feeling like a 4-leaf clover. It feels lucky. And that could be the snakes that are revealed as far as your friendships and stuff, because people are going to be like, how did that happen for you? Why did that happen for you? I'm so jealous. So they might tell you that, you know, they don't think that you're going to be successful. Hence why I really feel like you should keep a lot of it to yourself. Like we mentioned earlier, this might not be something that you can just share openly, because people are going to hate, because it's that phenomenal of an opportunity. And then we got clean it up. Beautiful to end on, because that really highlights that letter to the coffin. Something has to end. There is some cleaning, there's some housework that has to be done. It could be physical housework, but I'm really getting that you're cleaning shop to open up this new blessing, to open up this new way, and you're not going to let clutter take you off course or take you out of this blessing, right? So that is what I got for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for supporting me. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram if you haven't already. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, that's all I got. Peace. Until next time.